Welcome back, my friends, to the show that doesn't end. I'm so glad you could attend. Come inside, come inside. That's right, welcome back, everybody, to another edition of Freeing My Games from a Priority Mail Prison. That's right, it is time once again to go back to a package from my friends at Videogames Monthly. I've got 5 fantastic, at least 5. There's always a chance for more. That's right, I've got 5 games in here. I got a 5-up box from my friends at VGM. I'm going to open this package. We're going to find out what's inside together. The stickiness is good today. I didn't need to say that. So what is Videogames Monthly? Videogames Monthly is a monthly subscription service where you can get 3, 4, 5, or 10 games sent directly to your front door. Now these are retro-style games. They start all the way back on the Atari 2600. They go all the way up to the PS4 and the Xbox One, and you're able to get them sent directly to you. Now this isn't just a random list of games that they're going to send you. These are all curated by you. In fact, one of the things that I'm going to remind you to do inside this box is update the list of games you own. And how do I do this? I look right down this screen, or right down that one, and I open the box and find out what's inside at the same time as you. I hold it up to the camera, I try to read what it says, and I can't because I'm ancient. What do you say? Let's crack this box open, let's find out what's inside. One of the things I like to do at first is I like to feel inside, see if there's anything in particular that's standing out to me. So right now, feels like we got 2 NES cartridges, Famicom cart, possibly a disc. I think that is a GameCube disc, and another Famicom cart. So I think it's 2 NES, 2 Famicom, and a GameCube disc. All right. So what do I get games for? I should have probably said that from the start, right? I get games for the NES, the Famicom, the SNES, the GameCube, the Wii U, the... I'm sick, so this is not processing very quickly in my brain right now. Let me see, what else do I get stuff for? N64? Might be some other stuff. I'm fighting a cold. My brain is a little foggy. My apologies. Anyone that is missing, speak up now or forever hold your peace. Alright, so let's find out what's in here. Let's take a look and we'll see what's up. First off, there's always ephemera. There's always something. So first up, we have our Floydomania magnet. This is going to go right on the basement fridge where I keep all the good drinks, and we will have this proudly displaying our allegiance to our friends at Videogames Monthly. And there is, of course, always the social card. The social card reminds you to update your list. It also reminds you that if you share your Videogames Monthly experience online, whether it's a photo or a video, you'll be entered into a chance to win 3 free games sent directly to your front door. That's right, a free 3-up box sent directly to you. Games you get to keep, games you don't have to return because it's not a rental service. Joe and the gang over at Video Games Monthly are fantastic. They're good friends of the channel. I really appreciate the services that they offer. They've basically rebuilt 80% of my retro collection has been because of Video Games Monthly. I always get something I'm not expecting in these boxes, so it's always a good time. All right, let's start. We're going to do the disc-based game last. We're going to do, we'll do NES, then Famicom, then the disc. All right, so here we go. 3, 2, 1, first game. Oh, did I do something to upset you, Joe? Oh, that's Back to the Future from LJN, and if you know what those 3 letters mean, you know this is not going to be a fun experience. Let's take a look at Back to the Future on the NES.
This is just unfair. I've been good to Video Games Monthly. I've been a subscriber for years now. What do you? Why am I getting Back to the Future sent to me? I don't deserve this. This isn't fair. Okay. All of my faux belly aching out of the way now. I think it's hilarious that I got this game. This is like one of those games that I have avoided like the plague for years because I've heard about how terrible it is, but I've never actually played it myself until today, and it's as bad as everyone says it is. This game is awful. It's so poorly done. Like, the only thing even kind of resembling the fact that it's a Back to the Future game is that you've got the photo that fades out on the bottom half of the screen, and some of the locations are named after things in the movie. And I guess Marty rides a skateboard. I don't know. This is like a really Paperboy. That's what this is. This is Paperboy with no papers. It's so bad. It's such a poorly designed game. It earns every single one of those LJN letters on the cover. This is worth $10. I don't know how, but it's worth $10. And if you'd like to buy it from me for $5, it'll be on sale at the Midwest Gaming Classic in April.
Joe, seriously, if I owe you money, I'm sorry. I apologize. Please don't send me more LJN stuff. All right. Another fun game I like to play is to see if they're picking from the same box on every single pull. So We got Back to the Future for the NES. Let's see if we got something else that starts with the letter B. All right, 3, 2, 1. Bionic Commando. It is Bionic Commando. It is a game that starts with B. It's a fun context clue because I can look at it and I can say that kind of looks like Bionic Commando, but it also kind of looks like a train because I can't see it clearly because, again, these things don't really work all that well. Bionic Commando is an all-time classic, one of my favorite games of all time. This is in pristine condition. Let's take a look at this game right now.
An absolute classic delivered to my doorstep. You know, you can't go wrong with Bionic Commando. This is an all-time great for a reason. And this is one I think everyone really should have in their NES collection. So why didn't I? Because I always forget about it at a convention. It's one of those games that's kind of ever-present. No matter where I go, there's a copy of Bionic Commando. It's going to be for sale at the local game shop I have here. It's been at every convention I've been to throughout the years. I've actually picked it up for friends. I've just never picked it up for me. So to get it this month from VGM, this is an absolute win as far as I'm concerned. This takes that analysis paralysis that I experience at a game show and takes it out of my hands. Just solves the problem for me right here. Now, if you haven't played Bionic Commando, I don't really know what to tell you. It's an all-time classic NES game for a reason. This is the sequel to the original Commando. It's a very unique game where you don't have a jump. You actually swing via a grappling arm, which I think is really clever and really well designed. And really, it's just fun. It's ball-bustingly difficult, don't get me wrong, but it's a fun game, and it's well designed, and it looks great for what it is. But one of the things you can't overlook as far as Bionic Commando goes is the absolutely fantastic music. This is one of the best soundtracks on the NES. And an understated soundtrack on the NES too, because it's one of those games that I think a lot of people really know and a lot of people will listen to and go, yeah, this music's really good, but they don't think about it right off the bat. Stoked to get this one, a value of $12. You can't go wrong.
All right, as far as fun factor goes, we are 1 for 2. I will total up value as I go. I'll let you know how I did at the end, but yeah, 1 for 2 on that one. All right, let's take a look now at our first Famicom cartridge. The only thing I know is that it is yellow. 3, 2, 1. Oh god, it's Lode Runner. Oh man. Alright, so longtime viewers of this series will know that I got Championship Lode Runner last year, and not a big fan of Lode Runner. So let's take a look at this one. Maybe this is better than Championship Lode Runner. I'm hoping so, because I don't really see how it could be worse.
Look, I don't know a whole lot about Lode Runner. This is one of those games that just bypassed me when I was younger, so playing it now doesn't elicit any kind of nostalgia reaction for me. All it does is kind of piss me off, because this game is hard. And not fun hard, this is just hard. It's not good. I don't like it. I don't want to play it again. But here it is, getting sent to me, and, you know, I am kind of fortunate for the fact that these weren't the games that I discovered when I first started playing video games, because it probably would have put me off of the hobby, but to get them now is really interesting, because despite the fact that I don't like this game, and it's fine that I don't like it, I don't have to like the game, despite the fact that I don't like it, it is a piece of gaming history, and it is something that I should play eventually. Now, I have Championship Lode Runner. I think it's Championship Lode Runner, something like that. I have Championship Lode Runner for the Famicom, and now that I have the original Lode Runner, this is a significantly better version of the game than Championship Lode Runner, which was an unforgiving experience. But this game is just, it's so difficult, and it's so tough to play and understand what to do. Like, it took me so many play sessions just to get to the second stage. I seriously doubt I'll play this one again, but, you know, it's always cool to get stuff for the Famicom shipped to me. Lode Runner's like a $5.30 game. It's not worth much, but it's a neat piece of gaming history to at least experience once in your life.
It's always fun to add stuff to the Famicom collection. Always stuff to get added there. I do love collecting for the Famicom. It's one of the simple joys of game collecting is buying stuff for the Famicom. So, all right, this one, oh, darn it, I saw what it was. Okay, so this one is a lie. I do know what this one is, and it's not a Famicom cartridge. It is a Master System, which is always a treasure. I love getting Master System stuff. This one, oh, I guess I didn't see what it was. I don't know what this is. I'm hoping Shinobi. I saw it started with an S. Might be soccer. Nope, it's Shinobi. Let's look at one of the all-time great games.
One of my absolute favorite things about Video Games Monthly is the fact that I receive Sega Master System cartridges. And I've gotten a ton of them. In fact, probably 90% of my Master System collection is because of Videogames Monthly. If it's not from them, it's from me picking stuff up at Midwest Gaming Classic or from Gary from Rock Solid Productions. Everything else has been sent to me via VGM, and I kind of love it. And to get something like Shinobi, a landmark, touchstone, signature franchise for Sega, and something that is a signature experience on the Master System shipped to me, just makes me so happy. This is arcade perfection. This is the original Shinobi experience. This is what you want to play. And it plays so beautifully well and looks so fantastic and sounds so good on the Master System. Shinobi games are hit or miss for me. A lot of times I don't really enjoy them when they start to get a little bit too difficult and a little bit too frustrating. But this first one here, this one sings. This game is our big ticket item for the month at $18.93. This makes up over 2/3 of what the value of the box is, and I can't complain whatsoever. Thank you so much for sending me this one, guys. I love it.
Okay, 2 for 4. We're batting 500 right now. This next one is a disc-based game. If it's a GameCube game, it's not in its original case, so it might be a Wii U. It is a Wii U. It is a blue case. This could really go anywhere. I don't have a huge Wii U collection, but I do love collecting for it. So let's find out together now. 3, 2, 1. Lego the Movie, the video game. You know what? 3 for 5. Not a bad average. Let's take a look at Lego Movie, the video game.
You know, for something that's only worth $5 and like 10 cents, it blows my mind to get a game like the Lego Movie video game in a shipment like this and have it be so fantastic, because this is a core Lego game experience. Now, it's not a licensed Lego game experience. There is a difference between things like Lego Batman and Lego Movie. This is a lot more like Lego City Undercover, where there's a bigger world where you kind of go through. It actually kind of plays a little bit like what you'd experience with Lego DC Supervillains. There's a lot of characters to unlock, there's a lot of worlds to go to, a lot of different abilities that each character is going to have. It's kind of a nice bridge between older versions of Lego and newer versions of Lego games. Is it as good as some of the licensed games? No, I don't think it is, but it's still inherently charming, and it still captures kind of that magic of the original Lego Movie, and I really enjoy it. I've already got this one on Steam, so it doesn't really hold any kind of place in my heart or anything like that, or fill a gap in a collection, but it's still neat to get. And I'm never going to complain about getting something for the Wii U in the mail.
Other than that, we got some bubble wrap, but you know what? After these messages, we'll be right back with my grand total. Alright, I am back, and how did I do this month? That is always the question. Now, some people might take exception to the fact that I am basically playing a lottery, and if I don't hit my value, I get upset. And I can see kind of where you're coming from on that one, but at the same time, this is a service that I pay for, and I do like to make sure that I am getting the value that I put into it back to me. And this month things shook out to be $51.32 in value as of the time of this recording, according to PriceCharting.com, and that's not bad. That is $6 over what I pay every month, and I can't complain about that. The heavy lifter this month is definitely Shinobi, but I can't look past what I got with Bionic Commando and Back to the Future as well. Like, not a game I'm necessarily going to love with Back to the Future, but it's got a $10 price tag on it, and that's pretty cool. But hey, I want to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below, what game are you most interested in this month? I think for me, obviously, Shinobi is the one I'm most excited about, but I don't want to sleep on the Lego Movie, the video game, because I do love the Lego games, and I think that one is actually pretty charming. I've got it on Steam, so having it physically now is pretty cool. Thank you to all the new subscribers. Appreciate you guys being here. Until next time, remember to play more games, stay square, and take care, and hopefully my voice will be back to normal on Friday when I do my next video.